Hey everyone, today we are diving into one of those topics that's both really important and really misunderstood: parenting and the Bible. So, is the Bible still relevant in modern parenting? And the more I take a deep dive and the more I read about it, the more I'm convinced that the Bible is more significant and really needed in this day, in this modern times, especially in the age of AI, where everything is constantly changing and everything is so fast paced, and you can't even tell what is real and what isn't, or what is real and what is fake. So, leaning into the Bible, the timeless words and wisdom, is even more needed now. So, let us talk about the Bible and parenting and how we can use the verses in the most practical and most helpful way. So, if you are like me and you grew up in a church culture or grew up as a Christian their whole life, you've probably heard verses thrown around about discipline, obedience, or honor. And if we are honest, sometimes those verses got used in ways that didn't really exactly feel loving. So maybe they're even damaging, unfortunately. So today we are going to bust some of those myths. Think of it as a little detox from the heavy literal interpretations and a return to the heart of what scripture is actually saying. So, first, let's start with the big one. This is the verse everybody knows. It's a very popular verse about discipline, or we think we know about this verse. You've heard it. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. This is found on Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. For a lot of us, that verse became a free pass for spanking or harsh punishment. But here's the thing: in the Bible, the word rod shouldn't be taken literally. It is symbolic for the rod the shepherd uses to gently guide the flock, to softly lead them. And it isn't just used as a weapon, it is a shepherd's tool. According to Psalm chapter 23, verse 4, the scripture says, "Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So let's pause there for a second and let's internalize this verse. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I always turn to this verse whenever I feel anxious or whenever I need a reminder that God is my refuge and strength. And so let's notice that the rod is not about fear or pain. It's about guidance. The rod here is used for protection and direction. The shepherd didn't beat the sheep. The rod was used to guide and keep them safe. So, practically, what does that mean for us as parents? It means discipline is not about scaring our kids straight. It's about teaching, it is about setting boundaries, modeling consequences. That is way harder. That's way harder than just punishment, but it is way more effective. Thanks for listening, and until the next topic.